Just for people that aren't familiar with what Birdbox is, Birdbox was a movie that was on Netflix. It has Sandra Bullock in it, and essentially what it is there's these monsters that are around that try to get people to kill themselves, but it only happens when you see them. So the plot of the movie is that they have to keep their eyes covered whenever they're outdoors in order to be safe, and there's this refuge that the main characters are heading towards, so they have to make this big journey, but they also can't see. Now that being said, the movie got quite a bit of attention, and inevitably what the internet did was they started making pranks about it. Pranks where people would cover their eyes and try to drive, or just try to walk around. Now if you go and search on Google, there are no shortage of articles about it, okay? There is tons of stuff where it happened, stories where police think that people were trying to actually drive around while covering their eyes, and they crashed into things. It's absolutely out of control. Now, of course, a lot of the people that did these videos were posting them to everyone's favorite content site, YouTube. And that being said, YouTube actually had to kind of put its foot down, and that's what we're going to talk about. So here, I just pulled up an article. It's from Time. It's by Risa Brunner. It's called YouTube Has Banned Dangerous Pranks and Challenges. It says here, this week, YouTube decided to ban dangerous challenges and pranks from the platform, updating their community guidelines and enforcing of rules with a promise that they will remove content that qualifies as encouraging violence or dangerous activities, which, if you guys have seen any of these pranks, they're definitely dangerous. The ban tightening follows headlines about Netflix's Birdbox just keeps on growing after a viral challenge related to the hit Sandra Bullock starring thriller made waves online. While they don't mention the movie directly, the timing is notable, so essentially, like we were saying, people are filming themselves covering their eyes and doing just weird stuff. It says YouTube is home to many beloved viral challenges and pranks, don't we know it? But we need to make sure what's funny doesn't cross the line into also being harmful or dangerous. They explained in the revised guidelines posted online, we've updated our external guidelines to make it clear that we prohibit challenges presenting a risk of serious danger or death, and pranks that make victims believe they are in serious physical danger or cause children to experience severe emotional distress. See the video about Daddy-O-5 if you're curious about that. Now, this raises an interesting question, and it's one of those things where content creators are always battling with YouTube to kind of balance out what is fair and what's allowed, and I want to know what you guys have to say about it, honestly, in the comments. Basically what I want to know is, what do you think? Where should a line be drawn? If people are willing to do this themselves and it is kind of dangerous, do you think it's YouTube's place to come in and say, hey, you're not allowed to do that, we're not going to allow it on our platform? Or do you think in most cases YouTube should step back? Because honestly, I'm kind of in the middle here and I don't know exactly where I line up. Of course, YouTube should do things to protect certain groups, especially children. You know, you shouldn't be able to put child abuse on YouTube, but at the same time, if someone's an adult and they're doing a dangerous stunt or a dangerous prank, if they block something like this, where can they draw the line? Can they find something else that's less dangerous, but they still deem it as too dangerous for YouTube? And as an example, there's, famous stuntmen like the people from Jackass, Johnny Knoxville, and Steve-O. Would they potentially block things like that? Do you think it would lead to a slippery slope like that? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, that's not the only thing that they're doing. They actually have 3 main things that they're changing with these new community guidelines. One is going to be the pranks and the challenges. They're going to try to mitigate that a little bit. But there's 2 other things as well. There's external links, people trying to drive traffic out of YouTube into different sites that maybe aren't verified, which I totally understand. YouTube has an incentive to try to keep traffic here. That makes sense. But the third one here also as well is custom thumbs. Like thumbnails and videos. I'm pretty excited about that one. I'm hoping that'll eliminate some of the ridiculous kind of clickbait things that are out there on YouTube, but I'm curious to see where the line's drawn on that one as well. All in all, I guess what I'm really curious about is, YouTube and the internet in general, it's fun that it's this Wild West kind of environment, but now as it gets tamed more and more, I'm curious as to whether that's a better thing or whether that's a worse thing, whether the internet untamed maybe is better for everyone that's enjoying it. It lets everyone kind of choose what they want to enjoy, but at the same time, it's good. It's good to have a little bit of kind of rules in there to allow us to enjoy things without being in danger. I want to know what you guys have to say about that as well. Leave a comment down below. And you know what? While you're down there as well, there's a little thumbs up button and there's a subscribe button. So if you hit that, I'd really appreciate it. But only do it if you enjoyed the video, alright? Or if you enjoy my other videos. That's the rule. It says, one of many viral challenges that can become dangerous. For the Birdbox challenge, people move around blindfolded, as Bullock does in the popular film. And it says in the movie she's battling an invisible adversary in a post-apocalyptic landscape, which requires her to keep herself blindfolded to avoid a terrible fate. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. At least one car accident has potentially been linked to the challenge. Come on. Viral challenges are popular on YouTube and social media, from the Ice Bucket Challenge, which helped raise money for research on ALS, to the Mannequin and In My Feelings Challenge, which inspired people to upload creative dance videos. But it looks like people have finally taken things too far with the Birdbox Challenge, and YouTube is making an official step towards encouraging a safer environment. People are being crazy on the internet? What a shocker. What do you guys think? Sometimes when people do crazy things on the internet, I always kind of think to myself, if they didn't do it for Birdbox, the Birdbox Challenge, they would find something else to do it for. They would find some other outlet to push their crazy energy and do something off the rails. But you know what? I'm not an expert in it. So anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I know this one was a little bit shorter. I hope that's alright. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And like I said, only if you enjoyed the video, go down there, hit that thumbs up button and the subscribe button so you can see my other videos. Alright, but only if you enjoyed it.